How did you decide to become an engineer, and how did you eventually become an engineer?
Oh, good question. As a matter of fact, I never wanted to be engineer. I wanted to be a scientist, a researcher. I had liking for physics. My dad was a physicist. He was teaching physics in engineering college. So I had a liking for physics and I wanted to become a scientist, basically. But then after I passed out my school, if I had to continue science, I would have to go for BSc, MSc. So people around me were not very comfortable. They said, you will get undervalued if you go to that stream. So you better go to engineering, become a qualified engineer and then do whatever you want. So, okay, whatever was closest to my liking in engineering was electrical engineering. So I came to electrical engineering. After having done electrical engineering, electrical come electronics, etc., I passed out and I wanted to take up a job in R&D because I wanted to be a scientist. So the closest thing is to go in R&D after engineering graduation. But then again, as I passed out, the voices came that if you want to do R&D, you should do MTech and you should do PhD, which means spend another 5 years after graduation, basically, before you start earning. Now, that was not something which was appealing. So I took up the best possible job which came at that point in time, and I joined there. And I joined after, of course, initial rotational training, I joined in R&D, electronics R&D, industrial electronics. And I'm particularly happy about the kind of job I did there because those days we were fully backward integrated and we tried to do everything in-house. So I have got experience to design hardware and software for PLC, AC drives, CNCs, industrial electronics, lot of things which give lot of satisfaction. But then that satisfaction was short-lived because found that after joining 6 years have passed, all my contemporaries who had joined IT had gotten two promotions by then. And I did not get any. Because that was the relative priority of this kind of stream where I was stuck as compared to other streams. Then it was a hard decision, but then I was under a lot of pressure from the family front as well as from esteem value also. So I took the next job which was closest to electronics R&D, that is maintenance, machine tool maintenance. So at least I will be a technocrat and in the reckoning. Yeah, after joining there, yes, I got good opportunities after some time in the sense that I was dealing with the technology procurement and like assimilation of technology. So got a lot of exposure to international class technology. While I was in the job, I got a lot of satisfaction. But afterward, the point came that I said, what am I doing? I am working in a manufacturing shop which is making stamping dies. It's a purely mechanical function and I know nothing about it. So I took the challenge and took the placement as a head of die design. Suddenly I switched gears and became a mechanical totally. Which also I could manage, not a big problem to manage. But of course, by then I had grown old and then time came that I quit and then I joined another organization where I'm doing teaching primarily. So that's my, you can say, post-retirement engagement. So yeah, that's about me. I tried to do what I wanted to do. I had to compromise a little bit, but satisfaction is I did not compromise too much. But have I suffered? Yes, certainly I have suffered. I mean, in terms of career rise, in terms of status, maybe yes, I have. But no regrets because bottom line is happiness. I'm happy. See, engineering is basically logically crafting and putting things into place so that they will work as a good working system which will work efficiently and effectively. That's my definition of engineering. Now, engineering and technology are two words. Engineering is more focused with the design aspects. Technology is more how to do it. Technology is more about doing it. Engineering is more about how to contemplate. So I have done both. I mean, okay, in my career. Okay. As R&D person, I have learned how things ought to work. As maintenance man, I have learned how things don't work and how to make them work. So I have seen it all from different angles. I have seen engineering, and the same concepts can get applied to different concepts. Now, engineering itself may not be applied only to engineering domains. Sense of engineering can be applied to the medical side, can be applied to legal side also, can be applied to economics. And that's what this series is all about. We are trying to apply engineering sense to various domains to examine logically how things should have been and how they are instead, and what to do to make them all right.